What What did you do today? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You had lunch, and what did you eat for lunch? Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. And after this class, what will you do after this class? When we finish this class, what are you going to do after this class? Go to sleep. Very nice. Okay, so we will start. We have here a really nice and interesting lesson. Okay, I will share my screen. Okay, just one moment. Okay, just one moment. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, now we have here, okay, this question number one. Can you please read the question number one and give me your answer? So, did you ever found some money that not belongs to you, and what did you do with this money? What is something that you do? Mm-hmm. 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 To these people, okay, and okay, and did you ever think about that you will not return the money? Did you ever think about this, that you will not return the money? Did you ever thought about this, that you're not return the money, that you keep the money? No. Mm-hmm. Okay, why no? Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. And if you get a lot of money, what would you like to buy? If you get a lot of money, what is something that you would like to buy? And why would you do that? Why? What is the reason that you would like to do that? Okay, so this is something that can help you in your life. Okay, and how this can help you in your life? Can you please tell me? What is something that you can do to help you in your life? What can be done to help you in your life? What can you do, for example? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, to help with your life. Okay, so this is something that you can do. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so we have here this story, buried treasure. Okay, I will make it bigger. Just one moment, please. Okay, now can you see this text? Okay, can you please tell me? Can you see this text? Okay, can you please read? Oh, sorry. Continue. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. So this is and what is important in these tags that you read about? What is important? Okay, bitcoins. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. And what would you like to do with this bitcoins? Okay, so what is something that you would like to do in these bitcoins? Can you, if you have a lot of bitcoins, what would you like to do with these bitcoins? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why, for example, you would. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. In the garden. Okay, now let's see, this is something that is in the garden. Okay, and can you please tell me, okay, so what do you think about this garden? Okay, so we have here buried treasure. If you find a buried treasure, what would you do? If you find the buried treasure, what would you do? Mm-hmm. Okay, and why would you do that? Because. Mm-hmm. Okay, to help to use it with your family. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, so we have here, and how can you help to and use your with your family? Okay, so what is something that you can do to help your family? Mm-hmm. Help your family. Okay, very nice. And what other activities you can do if you want to help your family? What is something else that you can do to help your family? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And why do you want to do that? Why? Because. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is how you can support your family. Okay, now let's see. And when was the last time that you helped your family? Can you please tell me when was the last time that you helped with your family? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you clean your room. Okay. How often do you usually do that? How often do you usually do that? Once a month. Okay, once a month. Okay, I clean my room. Okay, once a month. Once a month. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, and why once a month? Why do you like to clean your room once a month? Because. Mhm. Okay, so I want to stay healthy. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. And when was the last time that you helped your parents? Okay, can you please tell me when was the last time that you helped your parents? Mm-hmm. Okay, and what happened? Mhm. Okay, so your mom feel happy, really happy about this. Now let's see. Okay, and write me 5 sentences about helping your parents. Okay, can you please write 5 sentences when you want to help your parents? I will just go to the toilet, please. Okay. Okay. When you're right. Okay. Okay. Can you please read? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is the period of time when you want to help your parents. Okay. Now we have here complete the sentence with the text with phrases below. Okay. Can you read this and complete this text for me? Mm-hmm. He. So we need to fill this. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is something that happened. Okay. Now, and what would you do if you won the lottery? What is something that you can do if you win the lottery? Mhm. Charity. Why do you want to do that? Mhm. You want to help. Okay. And how can you help old and poor people? Okay. So what is something that you can do if you want to help old and poor people? To donate to them. Okay, so this is something that you want to do. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, so we have here read the sentences below. Uh, then think of explanation for the situation or event using the past perfect. Okay, can you please read these five sentences for me? Mhm. Okay. Next one. Hmm. Okay. A cleaner. Mhm. Okay, so yes, this is something. And why was the man smiling? Okay, so what is the answer here? Why this man was smiling about? Can you please tell me why he was smiling? Hmm. Okay, so he had some money. Okay, the next one. Okay, he had some money. Okay, and when do you feel happy? What is something that make you feel happy? In which situations do you feel happy? What are some situations that make you feel happy? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Now, describing the picture, what do you think? What this woman is doing here in this picture? What she is doing here in this picture? What she is doing here in this picture? So, what do you think? Hmm. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, so this is something that she is doing. Okay, and what can you please tell me what is something that she wants to do in this picture? Okay, so what she wants to do? Hmm. And. Mm, shopping in the store. Okay, very nice. And what is something that you would like to buy if you go to the store? What would you like to buy at the store? Yes. What would you like to buy? What is something that you would like to buy? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And why some snacks? Hmm. Okay, a lot of energy. Number two. Can you please read the question number two? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And why? Why online? Why do you want to buy some shops online? Mm-hmm. Okay, when you compare the price easily. Okay, and what is something? What type of the food do you usually like to buy? What is the type of the food that you usually like to buy? Mm-hmm. 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 Some vegetables. Okay. Now, question two. Can you please read the question two? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, why? Can you please tell me why? Mm-hmm. You can compare price easily. Okay. And what other types of the food do you usually like to buy? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because why? Because. Mm-hmm. A lot of energy. And why is that so important for you? Why? Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you prefer shopping online or do you prefer, let's say, do you prefer, okay, we have here shopping online and we have here, okay, in shops. What do you prefer, shopping online or shops? Mm-hmm. And why? Why shopping online? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, question number three. Can you please read the question number three? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Higher. Okay. So the price is usually higher. Okay, and what type of the food, what type of the clothes do you usually like to wear? What is the type of the clothes that you usually like to wear? Mm-hmm. And why t-shirts? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is something that can be cool and comfortable for you. And what? Okay, can you please tell me? And what type of the clothes you don't like to wear? What is the type of the clothes that you don't like to wear? Mm-hmm. Okay, because why? Because. Mm-hmm. Okay. Question number four. Mm-hmm. So what would you do? Look for free. Okay, so this is one of the ways. What can you do? You can look for free. Okay, now let's see. And other type of the clothes? What other type of the clothes you want to buy there? So what do you think? What is the other? Mm-hmm. Okay, why t-shirts? Mm-hmm. Okay, and what other things can be really cool and comfortable for you if you want to buy it? Mm-hmm. Like what? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, now we have here this from here to here. Okay, now can you please read this text? Adelaide, Adelaide, Australia. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you think about her? What is your opinion about her? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Getting paid for the customers. Okay. Now, and what would you do if you are in this situation? What is something that you would do? Imagine that you are in this situation. So, what is something that you would do? Would you do the same as she does? So, what is something that you would do? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you would do something like this because why? Because okay, getting more joy for the customer. Okay, very nice. Now, and what other things you should do if you are in this situation like this? What other things, for example, you should do? Anytime, anywhere. Okay, very nice. Now, this is something that you can do it. Okay, and how often? Okay, and what other situations can be complicated if you are doing this job? What are some other situations that can be complicated when you are doing a job like this? So, what else can be complicated? Really complicated. So, what do you think? hmm Okay. Now, can you please read this text? Okay, so what would you do if you are Kate? Would you do the same thing or something different? If you are Kate, so what is something that you would do? Would you do the same thing? hmm And why the same thing? Why would you do the same thing as a Kate? Why? Why, for example? hmm Okay, very nice. Now let's see. Okay, now we have here $5 fee. Why $5 fee? Okay, why is that? Mhm. Okay. Okay, very nice. So they can return the fee. Okay, now let's see. And okay, if okay, what would you buy? Would you like to buy that something is very expensive? Can you please tell me? Would you like to buy something that is really expensive? Mm-hmm. Okay, and why? Because. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, now we have here. Okay, now I want to ask you. Can you please tell me? Okay, so what is there anything? Is there anything? Mm, okay, is there anything that okay that you don't something that you don't like to buy? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's see. And why? Why is that? Mm-hmm. Okay, in your life. Okay, and why is that? Can you please tell me why? Why is that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, so we have here. Okay, this. Okay, can you write me 5 sentences about things that you need and 5 sentences that you don't need? Okay. Now let's see. Okay, and can you please read? Mhm. Okay. Okay, very nice. And why? Why do you need to buy all of these things? hmm Okay. Now let's see. Okay, and why is that? Can you please tell me why is that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Done. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now let's see. And why? Why is that? Mm-hmm. Okay. And in the future, what is something that you would like to buy in the future? Okay. What would you like to buy in the future? Mhm. Okay, moved it easily. Okay, very nice. And what other things? Okay, now let's see. Okay, and what other things can move easily? Electric bike. Okay, very nice. Now let's see. And why electric bike? Why? Mhm. Okay, now let's see. Okay, this is something that is now that was really nice and really good. Okay, okay, we finished our class. That was really nice. Thank you for joining my class, and see you next week. Okay, see you on Friday. Bye bye.